What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and today I'm bringing you guys yet another Advanced Warfare multiplayer gameplay, more Gamescom footage for you guys on this channel, and make sure you stick around. As I've said, I've got lots of this stuff to come on, lots of different maps and lots of things to show you, so hopefully you enjoy that in the coming future and this video. If you do, give it a like rating. And but this is the map Defender, and we're playing Uplink right here, one of the brand new game modes. And instead of sniping on this map, I'm actually using an assault rifle, one of my favorite setups, the HBR A3, which is an assault rifle. As you can see here, very clean iron sights. I guess some might like it and some might not. It reminds me a lot of the ACR iron sights from Modern Warfare 3. They're very clean, and the kind of the prong in the middle is a little bit thick, but it's definitely nice to aim with and suppress. It's a very nice weapon to use as well. It's one of my favorite weapons, and I believe this was my stealth loadout, so I'd put on the blast suppressor so you couldn't see me when I'm doing my exo blast around. Obviously a suppressor on my weapon. I believe also low profile, which is basically ghost that hides you from the radar. And I'm just going to be showing you this gameplay right here of what happens on this uplink. I'm pretty much ignoring the objective. Unfortunately, when I come up against like a new game mode that I have no idea what's going on, I had kind of like an idea of what the general objective was, but I wasn't really paying too much attention because I wasn't familiar with it. It kind of felt like team deathmatch to me, and I just wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. And I started to go on a little bit of a kill streak, and as you can see here, I pull out these XMGs, so I'm one off. I think I'm like 30 points off of my UAV right there, and it might be upgraded slightly. And I've got no ammo because I'm using a suppressed weapon, no scavenger or anything, and I pick up these XMGs. If you don't know what these XMGs are, these are akimbo LMGs. They're kind of like a very strange thing in the heavy weapon category next to laser weapons, that they're actually fixed to your exosuits. You carry them in both arms. You can only take two at the same time, and I'm close to my kill streaks right here. I'm like 2 kills off, and I have to rely on these things, and as you can see, they're absolutely horrible. The cone of spread is just so large, I can't kill anyone. I mean, aim is pretty bad, to be honest, because I'm not used to firing like akimbo weapons where I can't aim down sight. I'm trying to hip fire there, but my aim was absolutely horrible. But also, as I've said, you've heard me talk about how the XMGs are very much a novelty weapon, and I wouldn't rely on them seriously. That is pretty much why, because the hip fire spread is way too big. As you can see right there, I went into lockdown mode, which is what I've talked about as well, and that is essentially where you lock yourself down to one point. You can only turn in a 360-degree angle. You can't move, and that is how you pretty much have to use those effectively. I can imagine they might be useful possibly in close quarters combat, but in anything else, they're basically going to be useless, so I wouldn't recommend those. And I missed out on my kill streaks because I had to pick those up, but I probably should have been rocking the scavenger perk, which of course has returned if you didn't know. And this point is quite funny. I managed to see the tidal wave that was coming in, and it just completely flattens me. I didn't realize that it would actually kill me up there. I thought I was up in like a safety point. If you don't know, this map Defender has a dynamic element where the tidal wave will come through around roughly halfway through the map. It's not player controlled like Ghost. As I mentioned in previous videos, there are no player controlled map events. They're all completely scripted. They'll happen at a specific point in every game, so if you're a skilled player, you should be able to anticipate it, know when it's going to happen. Unlike Ghosts, where you could get chem striked on strike zone at any point in time, or someone could call in a field order and destroy you at any time, you can actually predict when these are going to happen, so you should know at every point in a certain game certain thing is going to happen. And in addition to that tidal wave that's going to happen, you of course need to be in a high ground or a different part of the map to be able to avoid it. But in addition to that tidal wave, there's also another dynamic field order, kind of like a vent thing that goes on, and it's very similar to a field order, but you don't actually have field orders, of course, because they are in Advanced Warfare. But when you do a care package, you'll be able to get the chance of getting the actual event that happens, and basically it is a giant laser beam turret that shoots down enemy air support, and it's really cool. So what will happen is there's a giant turret. I haven't actually located exactly where on the map it is, but it's a giant big laser gun. You'll see it at the end of the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare multiplayer trailer, and it will basically shoot down and just lays down anything in the air. You can see it in the trailer shooting down a paladin, which is the top streak in the game, and that is an example of how some of the maps can be dynamic, and I believe most of the maps should have those elements. Some of them have events, like you've seen the brand new map Recovery has the volcano erupting, and some of them just have like things that you can call in. For example, the Riot map has the prison anti-personnel systems, which will track people, and there's also a Blackbird, so you'll see people on the map, and you can see I just get cut in half by a laser right there. Laser weapons, again, very fun. I can't wait to try those out and play with them a little bit more. I didn't really give them a chance, but I definitely want to the next time I play at Eurogame. I'm definitely going to be trying those out a little bit more. But yeah, this is a very cool map, and this was the game mode they showed of Uplink on. and you can see right here that this is the part of the map that gets flooded, and I do a little bit of swimming right there. So that's a little bit of swimming gameplay, what it looks like, just to show that after the tidal wave has gone through, there'll be a little kind of puddle, a little kind of pool in part of the map where you can go swimming. So that is a little bit of a look at Uplink, and I hope you have enjoyed this gameplay. If you did, give it a like rating, and if you want to check out some cheap games, Xbox Live codes, and all that stuff, you can check out G2A in the link in the description. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later.